I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Back 99, Billy, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make the quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Detroit!
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. And some room to maneuver. And it's a fumble. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go! 3-19!
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know throughout his pro career, Ryan Matthews has been injury-riddled. But the best part of his game to me is his ability to break tackles and run with power and physicality.
And a prime example of that right there on that play. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he cuts it right sideline. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 57 yards on the ground. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
First and goal here from the 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a second. He has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does he fit in to the Eagles' offense going forward?
That's going to be an interesting question that has to be answered by Philadelphia, by Doug Peterson, their head coach, because he was truly their lead running back until a fumble at Detroit. I think that changed things for him. A crucial one down the stretch. Philadelphia ended up losing the game. When he takes care of the football, he's a hard-hitting, aggressive inside runner who can set a tone for a team. But if he doesn't take care of the ball, that gives an opportunity for someone else to come in and become the lead runner for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he'll cut it. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Time running out here on the play clock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Barner. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Philadelphia first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
All right, now look at 56. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right, and that's caught inside the 30. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves. And Dak Prescott in his 2nd season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Here they are, the starting 11. And you were telling me before the game, taking this from your knowledge bank, that if they need to improve anywhere in 2017, maybe in the secondary. Is that right?
I think you're right on that one because I think they're very happy with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod down the middle as the safeties. But they'd love to make an upgrade at the corner position because if you're playing in the NFC East, there's some guys who can go out and get the football. And then think up front, they're looking for a bigger year from Fletcher Cox. He's their bell cow on defense, a defensive tackle, defensive end. They need to have that all-pro season from him again in 2017.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
It sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. 2nd down, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it's 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Cost
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. The play clock's running down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here because we're getting right down to it. Toss sweep. So for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
3rd and long for Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. On 1st down, Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation. On the break from inside to outside, he threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Wentz. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz on third down. And he hits his man, Matthews. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Now a run for Barner. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try and burn. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go. Ohio.
And the back goes into motion. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Selleck here, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards on the ground. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now. Bryant has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Muscles him off. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Halfback sent in motion. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench, and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Second down, Prescott. Looking for someone to throw to. His throw caught at about the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run for it with McFadden. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They come out here in the eye. They try again with McFadden. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren McFadden punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone.
The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Back to throw. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left.
Over. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
In motion right is Aguilar. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's got time. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And we continue to see it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So this game will come down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
EASports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Saints. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Play clock winding down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here's a look at the starting offense. And after the play on the ground, now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go to Elliott again. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Elliott, toss right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
A second down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Second down, Bradford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On third down, Bradford. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Prescott now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
Elliott running right. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Elliott. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third and long for Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Blue 45. Ace, stick
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Ace. Kill.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Bradford on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go, defense. Here we go now. Green, 90.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue, flat. Z. Close up. No. Z. Close up. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bradford now. Caught right side at Snead. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who could make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Surveying the field. He's got a man. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And out of bounds there on the kick. And now here's a carry heading left. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
On third down, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Check three.
Second down, Bradford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On second down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A pickup there of 37. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Play action now. Bradford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Bradford from the gun on third down. Caught right side. It's Snead. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go now. Ace. Switch.
On fourth down, they do snap it. Bradford. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Second down, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
And they'll run it here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Bradford now to throw on first down. Snead's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bradford on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. It's a pickup of 19. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. First down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And, oh, he coughed it up. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And now here come the Cowboys. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A pickup there of 37. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First and 10, Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On third down, Bradford. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Wow, he's going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On second down, Bradford again. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.